Good afternoon. Let's give another round of applause to the Luther cheer team. My name is Matt Beatty. I serve as Director of Admissions and Acting Vice President for Enrollment. Congratulations and welcome, class of 2028. I also want to give a shout out to a couple of our transfer students coming and joining the classes of 2026 and 2027. Give yourselves a round of applause. On behalf of Luther College, we are so excited to officially welcome all of you to the community. And I first want to say a special thanks to the parents in the room. Parents, raise your hands, please. I know you've successfully passed the first Luther test, and that's the move on move-in day. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. I saw you huffing up and down those stairs in Brant and Ilvasaker. I saw how neatly those cars and vans were packed to the very top of the trunk. I saw some of those awkward interactions today between new roommate parents. That was really entertaining, actually. Those social, it's like, do I shake hands or give a hug? It's all good. And honestly, thank you very much. We appreciate your trust. We appreciate all the care and compassion and hard work that it's taken to get your students to this point in their academic careers. Thank you very much. We have a very exciting program as we start the kickoff of Welcome Week. We are joined by current students, by faculty, staff, and other community members. First, I want to talk and recognize where we are here in this special place. Luther College stands where river meets bluff on lands that have been home to the Iway, the Sac, the Fox, and Dakota people and their ancestors. We stand where faith meets learning, as a college both rooted in the church and expansively open in our exploration of the world and ourselves. We stand where foundation meets innovation, where vitality meets sustainability, and where history meets the future. We are gathered today together in this place to celebrate the beginning of your Luther journey for the students here. And we hope to help you as you already see yourselves as a vital part of the community. During these next few minutes, you're going to hear, as I mentioned, words of welcome from campus leaders, community partners, and you're going to learn a few of our key Luther traditions. We will officially mark the start of Welcome Week and everything that's yet to come. I can think of no better way to kick things off than to hand the festivities over to Luther College professors, Drs. Mark Potvin and Adriana Tam, two of our choir directors who can lead and will share several of our Luther traditions, our Luther fight song, and the LU cheer.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, everybody. How are you? Everybody doing all right? My name is Mark Potvin. This is Adriana Tam. Dr. Tam and I are, as Matt said, two of the choir directors here at Luther. And for a long time, there have been a tradition of teaching a couple of songs and things at this event. This event has taken, how many of you are Luther College alums? Where are the parents that are alums? Do you remember maybe Weston Noble teaching these songs at a dinner in the cafeteria? Yes, okay. So this is the continuation of that practice, and we'll get to that in a minute. I couldn't help but be reminded this morning as I was schlepping boxes up and down the stairs in Branton and Ilvasaker and talking with parents, I couldn't help but be reminded of my own move-in day at Luther 27 or so years ago. And how this day, we live at this college for all the learning that happens in between, but especially 2 days, right? This day, this move-in day that is so important and so special, and it's been such a privilege to walk with a lot of you on this journey to get to this point, right? And now we turn the corner and we're looking towards commencement, which is the other big day, right? 4 years from now. Which is very, very exciting. We're glad to be with you on the journey, okay? We are going to teach you some songs. Here's the deal. Luther College has a history of making music, okay? We also have a history that includes some songs that you need to know, and they are all rooted in other traditions. Raise your hand if you think you can tell me, and I guarantee you it's not music. Give me a subject that you think early Luther students might have had to study, like it was required. It's not paideia. What do you think? Religion. Hey, there's one, absolutely. Not the one I'm thinking of. There's another one. It's related, kind of. Latin. Yeah. Latin was one of those subjects. Nobody's learning that right now. Some people maybe in some of those specialized classes. But Latin. Yeah. So the first song we're going to teach you involves a little Latin. You ready? Count with me. Pre. Say it. Pre. Come on. I say pre and you say pre. Yes. Pre. Sec. Ter. Qua. Pre. Sec. Ter. Qua. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got it? Everybody with me so far? Okay. Pre. Sec. Ter. Qua. Okay. Great. Now, this song, this Luther fight song, was this awkward when the cheer squad came out and they did their thing and you didn't know any of the words? Say yes. Yes, okay. The goal here is that by the end of this, you know the words so you can sing along. Are you ready for this? They're in your program. They're on the back side, top of the page. Dr. Tam is going to help us out at the keys. We're going to do it a phrase at a time, okay? The only rule here is that you go full bore. There's no wimping out on this, yes? Everybody's in, okay? You want to give us a little introduction, Dr. Tam, please? All right, so take a listen. Here's the first line. Our team goes in to fight and win. The spirit of old drives them on. You want to try that? Our team, ready to go. Our team to fight and win. The spirit of old drives them on. I know it's awkward. You are like, We are going to do a lot of things in the next few days where you feel awkward, yes? This is part of liminal space. It's the in-between time. Do you get it? Yes? It's okay. There's a period between knowing and not knowing, yes? There's a period between being comfortable and being incredibly uncomfortable. We'll get there, okay? We'll get to comfort. You want to hear it one more time? Our team goes in to fight and win. The spirit of old drives them on. Now, you can be wrong, but you've got to be loud. Ready? 1, 2, go. Our team goes in to fight and win. The spirit of old drives them on. Good job. With a pre-sec shout, we all turn out to yell for Luther, who wins today. With a pre-sec shout, we all come out and yell for Luther, who wins today. To yell for Luther, who wins today. Try that. To yell for Luther, who wins today. Not bad. Now, those of you that are doing this, to yell for Luther, who wins today. You think that sounds cool? I guarantee you it does not. Yes, I guarantee you it does not. To yell for Luther, who wins today. Sing up there. Why not? Ready? Everybody back to the beginning. Our team goes in. 1, 2. Our team goes. There you go. To fight and good. A bull drives them on with a pre-set shout. Then we all come out to yell for Luther, who wins today. Good job. And Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in doubt. And Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in doubt. I'll do it again. You guys ready? Yeah? Okay. And Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in doubt. Ready? Go. And Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in doubt. The next part is opponents fall for Luther's wall. Try that. Opponents fall for Luther's wall. They fall in front of the wall, yes? Opponents fall for Luther's wall. Ready, go. Opponents fall for Luther's wall. All hail to our college, dear. All hail to our college, dear. Good. Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in doubt. Try that part. And Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in doubt. Good job. Opponents fall for Luther's wall. All hail to our college. All right, you ready? I will do this full bore for you one time. Yes? I'll do it one time. And then you got to do it after that. Got it? And then in the middle, we're going to do the shouting part. And it goes, pre, sec, ter, qua, umla, boomla, we yell Luther, sis, boom, rah, rah. And it's not talking, it's yelling. Okay? All right, I'll give you cues like this. I'll give you cues like that, okay? Here we go, everybody. I'll sing it once, right? Dr. Tam's got the intro. I'll sing it once, and then we'll go back to the top and you grab it. Our team goes in to fight and win. The spirit of old drives them on. With a pre-sec shout, they all come out to yell for Luther, who wins today. And Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in doubt. Opponents fall for Luther's wall. All hail to our college dear. Then it's in the pre-sec, yes? Then after the pre-sec, what do you think we do? Repeat! Yes, that's exactly right. We repeat, okay? Here we go, everybody on your feet, would you please? Our team goes in to fight. The spirit of all drives them on. With a pre-sec shout, we all come out to yell for Luther, who wins today. And Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in. Good work! Opponents fall for Luther's wall. All hail to our college. Here we go, we're counting. Pre, sec, what, ter, qua, umla, boomla, we yell Luther, sis, boom, rah, rah. 1, 2, 3. Our team goes in to fight and win. The spirit of old drives them on. Faster with the priest. We all turn out to yell for Luther, who wins today. And Luther's team is strong. They fight as long as victory hangs in doubt. Opponents fall for Luther's call. All hail to our college team. And at the end, put your arms up. L. We go L, and then we go L-U, L-U, L-U-T-H, T-H, T-H, T-H-E-R, L-U-T-H-E-R, Luther, Luther. Got it? Here we go. Well done, everybody. Have a seat. Listen. How many of you, that's the first time you've done any singing in a long time? Yeah, all right, cool. Here's the deal, friends. One of the reasons why Dr. Tam and I are involved in this event is because we love to teach these traditions, right? But another one is because we want you to get involved with singing at Luther. Some of you were recruited to Luther College to play a sport. Some of you were recruited to Luther College by a certain academic discipline. Some of you came specifically to make music at Luther, but what people don't tell the story about at Luther College enough is that Luther College in music has one of the largest walk-on cultures in the country. The purpose of our music department is to find a place for those that want to make music. We want to teach you how to do things. We want you to be involved. So even if you were not coming to Luther thinking that you were going to be a singer, or that you didn't think you were going to bring your flute out, or you were going to bring out that cello or whatever it is, know that we want you to do that. And one of the easiest ways to do it is through Norse Creed and Aurora, the two choirs that we conduct. It's a way to try it out and get involved. Norse Creed and Aurora, auditions are tomorrow from 3 until 7. When we say audition, it's not an audition, right, Dr. Tam? It's kind of like a come and sing sort of a thing. We would love to see you during that time frame. If you want to know more about how that might look like, or what that might look like, or how it might feel, try joining us for campus worship tomorrow morning. We're going to put together a pickup choir at 8:45 a.m. Julia Sievertson, where are you? Where are you, Julia? There she is. Julia's playing piano for that event tomorrow, which is exciting. Yeah, way to go, brave first-year student. Okay. So come be as brave as Julia and come join us for worship tomorrow morning, 8:45. Sing, blah, 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 blah. Worship itself's at 9:30. Then come to Norse Creed and Aurora auditions tomorrow night, okay? Dr. Tam will be up later to teach you another song, so you're not done yet. Got it? Cool. Thanks.
Some good news and bad news that you probably heard. Good news, y'all did awesome. Like, congratulations. Some really good cheering going on. The bad news is there's going to be some more. Well, no, it's always good news. Good news is you're going to learn some more Luther tradition, more singing, and more great songs. Earlier, I got a chance to roast a little bit on the parents, and now I'd like to lift up and talk a little bit about some of our current students here. I'm honored to represent the Office of Enrollment while introducing over 400 new Luther College students starting this fall. Congratulations to each and every one of you. The diverse and talented young student scholars in this room represent the future of our great institution, and trust me when I tell you, the future is bright. The students joining the Luther family this week have shown themselves to be active, inquisitive, engaged, and resilient. The very same qualities shared by past generations of Luther students. I'd like to take a brief moment to recognize and thank a number of individuals who've been involved in the recruitment and admission process along the way. That includes current students, alumni, parents, friends of Luther, as well as members of the enrollment and financial aid team. Thank you very much. I am incredibly proud of the collective efforts that have been brought to these new students, that have brought these new students here to Decorah. And I also would be remiss if I didn't say again, special thanks to the Luther faculty, coaches, staff, members of the cabinet, and friends of the college who were either directly or indirectly involved in the enrollment process. A huge kudos to everybody involved. I know there's been many sacrifices made. There's been a lot of hope and cheer and support just to get this far along in the process. I would also like to express a very heartfelt thank you to all of the students in the room. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know each and every one of you throughout the enrollment and recruitment cycle. While reviewing your application files, reading your college essays, building relationships with you and your family members, one thing has become very clear to me, and that's that you belong here, and that you're going to make Luther College a better place. I know this to be true because 25 years ago, I was sitting in this same room with my parents. As a young aspiring student from Rochester, Minnesota, I came here with similar hopes, dreams, academic aspirations as each of you. I also worried whether I was adequately prepared for college, and I was wondering if I could even manage a healthy balance of the social life and a rigorous learning environment on my own. What I discovered was a diverse and welcoming campus that provided an abundance of support and opportunities for personal enrichment. New students, I'm certain that you belong here, and I'm positive that you can thrive here. Your list of accomplishments is as impressive as it is extensive. Within this room, we have talented musicians, student athletes, team MVPs, artists, actors, thespians, world travelers, members of Big Brother, Big Sister programs, church leaders, and even a few class clowns. While it would take me the rest of the day to list all of your collective honors and awards, I would like to highlight a few. Today, you come to us from 22 different states and 40 different countries. That's huge. Just to think about the courage that it takes to travel halfway across the world to get here, incredible. I've got a long list, and I'm going to knock these out as quick as I can, but think about each of these if you would. 25 of you transferred from 21 other post-secondary institutions. Thank you for your courage. 38 of you are the son or daughter of a Luther alum. Nearly half of you, 198 to be exact, were named to your high school honor roll or college dean's list. 107 are National Honor Society members, and 15 of you served as officers. 2 of you are National Merit finalists. We have 13 valedictorians who graduated as top of their high school class. 183 have taken at least one class for college credit, and 132 of you took at least one AP or IB exam, and maybe 2 of you actually enjoyed those exams. 43 are youth leaders in your congregation. 33 of you participated in mission or service trips, and 113 were recognized for your community service. In athletics, over 200 were awarded a varsity letter, 120 earned all-state, all-district, all-conference honors, and 134 served as a team captain. 91 of you participated in state music competitions, with 43 being named all-state. 52 participated in state speech, forensics, debate, mock trial, or other fine art competitions. 128 participated in student government or student organizations, with at least 60 serving as officers. And perhaps the most impressive figure of them all, 104 of you are the first in your family to attend college. Thank you very much. Every single one of you has served your high schools and communities in countless other ways that are equally impressive and as impactful. I simply just didn't have time to be able to put it into my comments for today. Now I implore you to keep going here at Luther. Get involved here at Luther. Make a difference at Luther. And students, be ready to leave your mark at Luther College. It is my great honor to welcome you here to Luther. Students, will you please stand? Go ahead, stand up. Look to your left. Look to your right. Maybe give a high five, a handshake to one of your new classmates. Congratulations and welcome to Luther College. That's awesome. Go ahead, you may be seated now. At this point in our program, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the Provost of Luther College, Dr. Brad Chamberlain. Never mind. We have a special guest. Mayor Lorraine Borowski has joined us from the city of Decorah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so proud to be the mayor of Decorah and to welcome you to the city of Decorah. The city welcomes you. It's kind of not like school when summer comes, so to have them back, that's fantastic. For the freshmen, this is the beginning of the next journey in your life. Go, enjoy it, learn. Parents, they're going to be just fine. Decorah is a great place to be. We have over 600 acres of parks. We've got all sorts of things you can do downtown. We have a great safety program here, and we really look forward to having you here throughout the 4 years that you're going to be here. But please enjoy yourself, learn, and parents are going to be just fine. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lorraine. I jumped the gun a little early there. Dr. Chamberlain, please join us.
Good afternoon. 2028, new members of the classes of 2027 and 2026. I am impressed. I don't know about you, but I felt a shudder going through the entire Lutherverse. You announced you are here. Keep it up. Well done. This is the most important day of the academic year. We couldn't begin until you arrived. You are here, and now we can begin. We are so excited that you are here today because we know that just as an education at Luther will shape you as students, we know that you will shape us. And we know that you will shape the world itself. We are eager to get to know you better and eager to see all the ways that you will make a difference here. I want to share some images with you this afternoon for your consideration as you begin your education at Luther. Here's the first. I first encountered this image at a seminar focused on finding balance and setting priorities. The message is intended to be simple. If you don't put the rocks in before the pebbles in the sand, as shown there on the left, you will never have enough time for the rocks, as shown in the right. The call to action is straightforward. Focus on the rocks, make time for the rocks. The more I look at this image, however, the less I think about focus and the more I think about discernment. In my mind, the key to the whole exercise is knowing the difference between a rock, a pebble, and a grain of sand. What makes something a rock? When does a pebble become a rock? What if I think that something is a rock and someone else thinks that it is a pebble, or vice versa? These are questions you will wrestle with, I think, not just in your first week of college, but throughout your lifetime. The mission of Luther College is to inspire and equip you to courageously serve the common good, and in so doing, to elevate individuals, communities, and societies. Over the next 4 years, we are going to walk alongside you and help you figure out what are your rocks. What is your calling? How will you serve? Where are you called? Where and whom will you serve? These are important questions, and we have 4 years together to explore them. For this moment, today, here's my advice about rocks and pebbles as they pertain to the beginning of your college experience. Don't try to live 4 years of college in 1 week or even 1 year. You have so much to experience, and you have time. Pick a few rocks and focus on them. You will have 3 or 4 courses on your class schedule. These indeed should be rocks. Assume that each of these rocks, each course, will command approximately 9 hours of your time each week. That's a big part of the transition to the college experience. Pick 1 or 2 activities and make these rocks. You can add more later as you like, after you figure out how much time you need to devote to your courses. And there are another set of rocks that I would like you to begin to think about today. We'll continue to talk about them throughout your 4 years, and those are Luther's core values. Luther has 5 core values: excellence, inclusivity, curiosity, sustainability, and community. This first week, this first year, I want you to focus in particular on one of the 5, community. I want you to focus on finding and building your sense of community. At Luther, we live and we learn in community, so we strive to be transformed by encounters with one another. So we support one another and sustain lifelong relationships. At Luther, we pride ourselves on the ability of our graduates to make everyone around them better. This is what I've heard time and again from alumni, from employers, and from graduate and professional schools. I always make a point of traveling in my Luther gear, and without fail, wherever I happen to be, I'm stopped, whether it's in an airport or on the streets, by someone who wants to tell me about a Luther graduate they know and how they impacted their life. This is not an accident. It happens because students at Luther learn how to live in community, and they learn how to build community. That begins today. Luther College is a community focused upon others. We are a community focused upon building excellent communities. This is why community is one of our core values. I'm a chemist, and I taught chemistry here at Luther for 17 years. And when I think about community, when I think about excellent community, this is what I think about. This is a collection of water molecules. I always talk about chemistry when I can. If you look closer, you see that the molecules are not unconnected. They exist as a network. They are held together by hydrogen bonds, a type of force that can exist between some molecules if they have the proper structure. Individually, a hydrogen bond, that dotted line is weak. It's less than 10% of the strength of the covalent bond, the solid lines that connect together an oxygen atom to a hydrogen atom in a given water molecule. Together, however, a network of hydrogen bonds is powerful. It takes much more energy to separate water molecules from each other than the energy that is needed to separate molecules that lack that ability to form hydrogen bonds. Here's my point. I think that an excellent community has a strong network of connections between its members that bind them together as a whole single unit. And that not all of the connections need to be particularly strong. However, all of the members, all of the molecules need to be open to and able to form connections. The faculty and staff here at Luther are invested in helping you to grow, stretch, and connect with one another. But the extent to which you grow, stretch, and connect ultimately depends on you. So make it a big rock, a priority to nurture relationships, to have fun with friends, to seek out that professor or mentor for an office hours conversation, to make connections. This is important because these connections, both the significant and the seemingly insignificant ones, will matter to your success. Because in my mind, there's a direct correlation between your degree of connection and your sense of belonging. Because when you learn how to become part of a connected community here, you will be able to catalyze the creation of connected communities after you graduate from Luther. And remember, it's okay to start small. Even those weaker bonds can build a powerful network, a powerful community, lifelong friendships. Again, welcome. We are fortunate to have you here, and we look forward to connecting with you.
It's my pleasure to introduce you to Pastor Melissa Bills from the Campus Ministry Department.
Hey everybody, I am super thrilled to see all of you there, and I was saying as you were all coming in that I understand, I know in my head that this had the little star next to it in your Welcome Week brochure that said like you have to be here, but I'm still like totally giddy and pleasantly surprised that you are all here. It makes me really happy to see this room filled with people. As Matt said, I am Melissa Bills. I'm the Director of College Ministries and College Pastor here at Luther. And I want to just spend a couple minutes just reminding you and reminding all of us in this room about a couple key elements of our Luther identity and who we are as Luther College and some things that are important to where we've come from and what that means for us. So in hearing from Provost Chamberlain, you already got a little bit of a taste of this thing that we do at Luther that's called a liberal arts education, this idea that you are learning not just to get information, but that you are learning across a wide range of disciplines in a way that helps you learn how to learn, and in a way that helps you discover your own values, your own passions, your own sense of purpose in this world. A partner to that liberal arts calling that we have as Luther College is this parallel identity we have as being what we call, quote unquote, a college of the church. We are Luther College. We are named after Martin Luther, who maybe hopefully all of you in a history class at some point learned a little bit about the Protestant Reformation in the 16th century, and you don't need to know all the details, but Martin Luther was the dude, right? The guy nailed the things to the church door, trying to reform the church, and sparked a whole new direction for the church to take. So we are named after Martin Luther, and so we have to at least acknowledge the fact in this room that we have this connection to the Lutheran intellectual and theological tradition. Let me be clear, you do not have to be a Lutheran to be sitting in this room, and I care not at all if you walk out of this room at commencement a Lutheran, okay? It's not my role, it's not my job, it's not what we're trying to do here at Luther College. But we do want you to appreciate what it means to be a Lutheran college. There are 28, it's in flux right now, Lutheran colleges that are part of this network of ELCA colleges and institutions, and so we are part of a wonderful tradition, and that tradition is defined by one key phrase. We are both rooted and open. So that means we are rooted in our faith tradition, that we are rooted in those Norwegian Lutheran clergy that decided to be here in Decorah and to start a school. And we are rooted in gifts that come to us from the Lutheran theological tradition. Things like being grounded in grace, and things like valuing the fact that faith and learning can intersect and don't need to be at opposite ends. This idea that we can live with purpose, we can have a vocation, and that we are called to justice and to growth in faith, and that we are always reforming, or as President Lord would put it, we are always becoming. These are the gifts and the identity in which we are rooted. And it is because of that rooting that Luther College is therefore widely open. Whoever you are, whatever your religious tradition, whether you have one or you don't, whatever your beliefs, whatever your spiritual leanings, whatever they are, there is a place for them and a place for you here. Being a Lutheran college plays out on campus in a few distinct ways. One of them being the fact that I exist and that my office exists, which, by the way, my office is right across the hallway out that door. So it means we have an office for college ministries, and we are here to do four things, or to support four different groups of students, faculty, and staff on campus. One, if you are one of those like rockin' it Lutherans, awesome, we are here for you. If you come from a different Christian denomination, awesome, we are here for you. If you come from a religious tradition other than Christianity, our office is for you. In fact, we're doing a lot of work to try and increase our resources for helping students find a place across religious traditions. If you're sitting out there and you're like, I don't have any of that, or I'm working it out, or I'm not working it out, or I don't want any of that at all, let me say that our office is also for you. Because we are a place of support, we are a place of care. We partner with many other people on this campus to make sure that all of you is being cared for. Your mind, your body, your spirit, your emotions. And so come find us. We are here for everybody. A couple of other distinct things about our campus life that are touched by this College of the Church identity is that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there's a break in your schedule. Classes go till 10:15. They don't pick up again until 11. That is called chapel break. Wednesdays and Fridays, we have chapel services in here, but Mondays, on the front steps, College Ministries hosts what we call fika, which is a Swedish word for coffee break or coffee and treats. And so Mondays during chapel break, if what you need most in your life is a little extra caffeine, we are here to help you with that. Our Lutheran identity is why you still do take one religious literacy class while you're here, whatever the tradition. So, that was an apt answer to your opening question about what did you have to take when you started as Luther. So that's still an existing thing. And as I mentioned too, that we are related to these other colleges in our network, and that makes us stronger. I am so pleased and so proud to be serving this college as its campus pastor, and part of that, the reason I love it so much is because it means that I get to interact with so many of you over your time here in official and unofficial ways. So on behalf of our office and on behalf of Luther College, I'm adding my voice to say welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so glad that you are here.
Thank you, Pastor Melissa. Appreciate your thoughtful words. In all seriousness, I'm delighted to be joined again by Professors Tam, Professor Potvin, as we learn another Luther tradition.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Tam. Good afternoon. Hello, Jody. Yeah. Peter. Hi. Isabella. You haven't met me, but I've met your parents. So again, my name is Dr. Tam. I'm originally from Texas, and between growing up in Texas and relocating to Iowa, I've lived in 4 different states and 2 different European countries, and I'm confident that you, like me, will be able to find a home and in a community here in Decorah. When you go to college, which is now, you're going to college, right? You might feel a little homesick. You might oversleep a class. You might experience a breakup and cry. I'm not speaking from personal experience. But since I am speaking from personal experience, my mom did always say, our tears make us stronger. You're gonna do, I hope, and I believe, a lot of growing in yourself while you're here at Luther. Not only in the friendships and relationships you form with people around you in your classroom, but also with yourself, who you want to be, who you can be. And one of the things I adore about my students at Luther is their character. Do you see trash on the ground and pick it up? Do you see somebody sitting alone in the cafeteria and ask them if they'd like some company? Do you do that? Yes, you do. I see my students lift one another up. They say, it's somebody's birthday today, we have to sing to them. Okay, shh. Or, did you know that so-and-so was voted best delegate in Model United Nations? That's awesome. Yeah, right? So lift one another up, support each other, and when you sing the Alma Mater, that's on the reverse of your little leaflet, and everyone is invited to sing, Peter, Isabella, everybody is invited to sing. When you sing, and it's okay, if you don't have the flyer, I'm gonna sing it and you're gonna repeat after me. It's gonna be fantastic. When you sing to Luther as the Alma Mater, and in the blink of an eye, you're gonna go from convocation to commencement. When you sing to Luther, you're not singing to the buildings on campus. You're singing to the memories of walking to Quick Star at 3 a.m. to get tacos. You're singing about staying up late to finish your first Paideia paper. All of those things to Luther, right? Okay, so here's the first phrase. I'll sing about one line, and then you repeat after me, and you're gonna sit up nice and tall because your instruments are your bodies. To Luther let us sing a joyous song of love and cheer. Your turn. To Luther let us sing a joyous song of love and cheer. Have you ever loved somebody? You don't sound like it. Could you try again? One more time, and to Luther let us sing a joyous song of love and cheer. Listen. May our voices loudly ring in praise of Alma Mater dear. Your turn. May our voices loudly ring. Take a listen. May our thoughts grab a hanky. May we then sincerely yearn to return to thee someday. Thank you. We'll come back to that in a moment. Thank you, everyone.
All right, our friends from Student Senate, Chloe, Maddie, Haley, they also like to be known as the Senate Sisters, I understand. So please come on up to the podium.
It's actually cruel for us to have to go after that because I feel emotional because I've been here for so long now. It's so scary. But I speak for all three of us when I say that we are so honored to be in front of you today. It's a big deal to see all of your faces and all of your families. It's very special and it makes me emotional. But I'm Chloe Rosga. I'm this year's Student Senate President, and I'll let these two introduce themselves.
I'm Haley Wins. I'm the Campus Betterment Team Lead.
And then I'm Maddie Casa, and I'm the organizational team lead.
We have many traditions here at Luther College that help us bind us together into community, and you've clearly already learned a few of them. Now I'd like to introduce to you the Norse Creed. The Norse Creed was adopted by the Luther College Student Senate in the spring of 2018, and it describes who we believe ourselves to be as a Luther community and how we carry ourselves out in the world. The class of 2023, as their senior gift to the campus community, commissioned a plaque that hangs prominently in the Union outside of the newly renovated Norse Lounge. I now invite you to join me in reading the Norse Creed together. We will read a little section, how it's separated out on your paper, and you will repeat it back to us, just as we've been doing all day here. Turn. I am a Luther Norse. I am a citizen of the world. I am inclusive and compassionate to all. We value and recognize all faiths. We are a diverse community.
I am a citizen of the world. I am inclusive and compassionate to all. We value and recognize all faiths, and we are a diverse community. All right. I engage in learning beyond my interests. I display integrity through my actions. We hold ourselves and each other accountable. We project leadership.
I engage in learning beyond my interests. I display integrity through my actions. We hold ourselves and each other accountable. We project leadership.
I am determined to make the world sustainable. I possess an open mind. We show reverence for individuals. We demonstrate respect.
I am determined to make the world sustainable. I possess an open mind. We show reverence for individuals. We demonstrate respect. We are learning to be well-rounded people. We are becoming more. We are Luther.
We are learning to be well-rounded people. We are becoming more. We are Luther.
Yay!
Good job.
Thanks to all of you. I did want to mention that we are only 3 of 8 of our Senate Exec Board, and we are only 3 of 30 to 40 incredible people that could include 2 or 3 of you guys here out of General Student Senate. So we will be at the activities fair, and we would love to tell you more about Student Senate, just a quick plug. But thank you all for being here, and we are so excited to have you.
We are just about at the end of our time here. A couple things happening. So first, a couple announcements. In a moment, we will have a closing blessing. That's another feature of College of the Church, is that at official things, we join in some of these rituals. So we have a closing blessing, and then we will sing together to Luther in earnest. After that closing blessing and song, here's what'll happen. Luther students, new Luther students, you will be dismissed and you will be led out to the football field for a class picture. Parents, after they leave, I'm going to invite you to scoot more toward the middle, and we have just a few additional words and reassurances for you. When both of these things are finished, so students, when you're done with your picture, parents and families and guests, when you're done in here, we invite you to reconnect with one another. This does not have to be goodbye quite yet. To reconnect, there will be treats and space in the union if you want to join each other and compare notes. For students, your next event this evening will be your floor meetings with your RAs in your residence halls at 5 p.m., correct? Correct? Yes, pretty sure that's correct. And then, as Dr. Podvin mentioned, you are invited, all who care to join back in this space tomorrow for special Welcome Week worship. Worship is at 9:30, 8:45. There will be coffee and treats, and also at 8:45, anybody who wants to sing in that pop-up choir is invited to meet in this space. Are there any other announcements? Okay. Excellent. Then I'm going to ask you to stand for our blessing and to have that sheet with Luther on it in your hands, because as soon as we're done with the blessing, we'll jump into singing. And as I say often around here, as we join in this closing prayer of blessing, you are invited to receive this prayer in whatever way best fits you and your own spirituality. God of new beginnings, bless this campus and these students who are beginning this academic year. To those who are feeling anxious, grant them peace. To those who are curious, increase their sense of wonder. To those who are already homesick, surround them with compassion. To those who are excited, increase their joy. Let this year ahead be one in which we learn more about our world, our neighbors, and ourselves. In all things, help us to be signs of hope and love in this world. Bless the rest of our time together this weekend and throughout the rest of our Welcome Week events. And we pray all of these things with gratitude, trusting always in your mercy. Amen. Students, we will see you soon. You get to go out to the field, and everyone else, once they're out, just gather in the middle.